They'll go with their leading rusher from the season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check 37, check inside. Watch twist.
Rodgers now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Look at thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Remember, of course, he threw 5 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive, same result here.
But it's hard to believe that you can throw 5 in the previous week and start out your very next game the exact same way. He's going to need a lot of support on his own sideline. Make sure he gets really fully, mentally into this one.
Mike, check, Mike 42. Drop deep, joker.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 20, Brandon Cooks, touchdown, Vikings. Brandon Cooks, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Jones. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag is... Well, I think this one's going to be a face mask. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. He got 29 yards that time.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
On first down, Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
158. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. White left. Check 31.
After the penalty, it's Jones. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up.
88.
Second down at the Vikings' 32-yard line.
On second and 11 now. Rodgers got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Now Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. A 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. They run again on first down. Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9.
Let's go.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. They'll go with Boone. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be second and 13.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He gets it to Cooks. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a third and long here.
Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Bailey now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Vikings 14, Packers nothing. Dan Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Packers take over first and 10.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it.
And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, that's scared. That's scared. Check 43. Black.
Cousins gives way to Cook. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Switch.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First down, Vikings.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Watch it.
And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
From the red zone now, Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
We need 18. Over. Hey, it's all right. Look, we did it.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
Last stop.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Jim. Slam. Watch that. Back north. Mike 42.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Go. Hey, 88. 50's the mic. Yeah, Liz. Long day. That's going to be a long day. Rush in.
Here's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Back deep is the very dangerous Mike Hughes. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Cousins. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
All day, every day.
Good route here.
And 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. And let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Brandon Cooks on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're...
And that's caught inside the 30. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
36.
Kill.
Plant.
Hey, turn it up.
Hey, take 26.
Mike's 50.
Throwing is Rodgers. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. To throw is Cousins. Throw complete right side to Cooks. That one good for 26 and a first down. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10, and he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Cousins now from the 50. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Can't.
There you go.
Check. Two.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Starting the 3rd quarter with Cook. He finds an opening past the 40. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
It's just me and you. Kill.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Linval Joseph, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
Blue draw Porker.
Mike 50. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Mike.
Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers, and he's going to go down again. Daniil Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Check 50.
We are going.
Shift.
Check 26.
Shift.
Zoom. 26.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from fourth down to first. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme...
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now Rodgers throwing on 3rd and long. He's got Adams on the hookup. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Check by 50. Inside. Let's go. Action. Wide right. On your team.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Bang, bang. Bang, bang.
Lucky 50.
They run it again with Cook. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Josh Doxson's got it complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Josh Doxson, his first touchdown of the new season as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Bailey got the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They start the drive with Cook. And an alley to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards there, first down Vikings. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Gun. Gun.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
They run. Cook. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. After the play, not a good sign. Dalvin Cook staying on the ground. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On second down, this is Madison. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
The hard. 180.
41 Mike. I'm coming.
Leave it. Ringo, 48.
Chance.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
The hard. 180.
42. That's the pass. Check 31.
Lucky 50. 300. Go.
Mike 42. Hey.
From the 31, Cousins. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
I know you're thinking it, but I'll just go ahead and say it. To give you an idea of how sharp he's been in this game, just a second incompletion, and we're in the fourth quarter.
He has been locked in, laser-focused all throughout this one, hasn't he?
Certainly has, and he's gotten some help from his receivers as well. They also are locked in.
Yeah, the drops have been at a bare minimum. The Vikings on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Leave it. Bring up 48.
42's the mark. Watch the run.
Hey, Delta. Wait time.
Working out of the gun. Cousins. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Brandon Cooks, 31 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right.